Is health insurance a waste of money? You also think like that? I have come across many investors who think like that, and I thought it's very important to talk about it. So let us start. My name is Manish Chauhan and you are watching Jago Investor channel. So friends, I came across a lot of investors recently who literally said that health insurance is waste of money. Why do people pay the premiums for so many years? Why not just save the money and build the corpus? You can have lots of money in future, and if something happens, we can use that money to pay the hospital bills, right? One of the person I met also said that my parents are so healthy, they never had health insurance, they never had life insurance, nothing happened to them, and even I am quite healthy, so I also feel I don't need health insurance. So I thought that let's talk about this subject. A lot of investors think like that. A lot of people who also have company cover, they also hesitate to take a proper big amount of health insurance, and they feel it's fine, totally okay if I just have my health cover from company, it's enough, why to waste the money? So a lot of investors see it as a waste, right? So I thought, why it is happening? Why does it happen that so many people think of it as wasteful expense? Now, I came across 2 points, okay? That is my evaluation, so you can agree or disagree to it. So one of the things which I feel is that, most of the people who think like that, they have this mentality of, where if you pay for something, you should get back the return immediately. It should be like a tangible thing. I see it as, I say, if you have to give a word, I would say transactional benefit mentality, because let's say you go for a movie, you pay for the movie and you watch the movie, right? You get the experience and the transaction is closed. If you are buying any groceries, for example, you go pay the money and you get the grocery, you have something in your hand, right? But when you buy insurance, let's talk about health insurance. What exactly do you get when you sign that contract, right? And you pay the premium, what exactly are you getting? It's just a promise, right? It's just a promise that in future, if there is any big medical expense, any big bills, you don't have to worry, we will pay your bills, right? This is what it is. And to a big number of people, this doesn't sound right. They are not able to visualize it, they are not able to connect to it, because they've not got anything right now. So they start paying the premium. First year premium is gone, second year is gone, third year they start feeling I have wasted my first year premium and second year premium. But still, let's say they continue, and then in 4, 5, 6 years, if nothing is happening, there is no issue happening, they start feeling, I have already paid like 1 lakh rupees in the last 5, 6 years. So what if I had not paid that? I would have that money with me right now. I would have invested in a mutual fund or fixed deposit, or I would have done something, right? So that regret is there. So I think that is number one, the mentality of transactions. The second thing is that a lot of investors have this fake imaginary world where they feel that they are very special and nothing is going to happen with them. Whenever we hear any kind of accident, or someone died, or someone got cancer, or someone something bad happened and they had to be hospitalized or something like that, we feel bad, obviously, and for a moment we feel this is a big risk. But then it's very tough to accept this fact that we could have been at that place, right? That person could have been me. I'll give you my example. I got COVID in November 2020 and I was hospitalized for 5 days, and similar thing happened with 2 other people. One of my friends from college, he also got COVID. There was no big issue, little bit of cough and discomfort, and then breathing issue, and then finally he had to be hospitalized. Then one more person, third person was first is me, the second is my friend, and third one is one person I know from years and years from my hometown. He also got COVID and got hospitalized. Both of them died. Finally I got the news that one of my good friends, he died, and this third person also died. I survived. In my case, it was not a big issue. It was not very critical, but this is how we think. Because I got out of it, now I will start feeling, theek hai, this happens with others, right? And this is exactly what happens. Just think of it, just think of any accident, right? Any accident happens, someone, crashed in a truck or something and they died. What were they thinking 5 minutes back or 1 minute back? Or let's say 10 seconds back, right? They were so confident that, nothing will happen to them. So when we drive a motorcycle or a car, or we are going in an airplane, somehow in our mind we feel that, these risks are more for others, but not for us. We have this fake imaginary world, I would say. So a lot of people also feel like this, that nothing is going to happen. People just exaggerate and they have this mentality. I would say it is little idiotic and there's lack of maturity, I would say. If someone thinks like that, don't think like that. Anything can happen, right? So these were the two main points I would like to point out in these kind of people. Now let's talk about this word waste, right? People say that health insurance premium got wasted, right? After many years, or if they've not bought it, they feel that it will get wasted. Now, just think of it like, in this COVID times, we all are wearing masks, right? It's not that comfortable. Now, if you don't get COVID for 1 year or 2 years, after 1 or 2 years, you don't get COVID, you don't go back and say that, why did I wear the mask? Anyways, I didn't get it, right? You don't know, what you have missed, or now you can't comment back on that point, right? It was it was not comfortable to wear it all the time, but you had that peace of mind, right? If something had to happen, you could have prevented that, right? That mask is like an insurance, right? Now when you travel, let's say you're going on a motorbike and you wear the helmet, right? It is not comfortable, right? It's not comfortable. You have that sweat and that discomfort is there, but you still wear it. Now at the end of the journey, let's say you went for 100-200 kilometer ride, and if nothing happens, you don't say that a helmet was a waste because I didn't get into an accident. No, it was a protective layer. It protected you for that time. It's a good luck that nothing happened to you, right? So it is like an insurance only, right? So just think of health insurance like an insurance that for as a protective layer towards your financial life, where if for years and years nothing happened, it's good, right? You are protected because of that health insurance. If something happens, then you will realize what a good thing it is, right? But if nothing happens, you at least got that peace of mind. You were in that mindset that, okay, even if something happens, even if there is a bill of 10 lakh rupees, 20 lakh rupees, 5 lakh rupees, 6 lakh rupees, 50,000 rupees, at least there is something you can fall back on, right? So this is very important to understand. Now one more thing I want to talk about is 3 levels of risk. In anything in life, there are different levels of risk, right? I generally call it as 3 levels of risk. First level is where there are minor risk. It's not a very big risk. You can take it yourself. Then there is second level risk where there is medium level risk. It's like, yes, something bad happens to you, you get into mess, but eventually you come out of it, right? And then finally there is third level of risk, which is very, very disastrous. You really don't want to get into it. I'll give you a very simple example. Let's say you went into a jungle. First level of risk is like, you got a cut, something has, bitten you, and then you feel discomfort. All these things are a little bit small risk and you can take it. But then what are medium level risk? Let's say you fall down and then, you fracture your leg. Let's say something attacks you and your 2 fingers are gone, right? So these are big risks, but it's not life threatening. It's not that, your life will be totally altered. Yes, it will impact you, it will cost you, you'll feel very bad, some part of your life will be impacted, but still, you are still there, right? And then finally the third level of risk is like a tiger attacks you and eats you, like you're dead, right? Or a bear attacks you and both your hands are gone, both your legs are gone, right? Just think what kind of risk is this? Now, if you think about health insurance in terms of health insurance or health, minor risks are like, let's say you got a very small hospitalization and the bill is 20,000 rupees. Now, this is a risk which you can take, right? There is no issue. Even if you don't have health insurance, it's fine. It's not a big issue. The second level of risk is when, let's say, there's a hospital bill of 5 lakh rupees. Now, you have a wealth of, let's say, 30-40 lakh rupees. It's a big shock that, you have to pay 5 lakh rupees. It will go out of your pocket. You'll feel bad. It will impact you, but still, it is not going to impact you so much. But then imagine if something happens where your bill runs into lakhs and lakhs. Let's say 15 lakh rupees, 40 lakh rupees, or let's say a small amount like 4, 5, 6 lakh rupees, but multiple times. These are the risks which will really wipe you out. All your years of, effort that is impacted, right? So health insurance, when you buy, it's all about, what level of risk do you want to accept. When you don't buy health insurance, what you're saying is, I'm ready to accept everything. Let it happen and we will see what will happen. And that can be disastrous for a lot of people, and it happens. So please think about it. Now let's talk about company health cover. A lot of people, I think a big majority of investors, they have their corporate health cover, and just because they have it, they feel, that is fine. Just because a product is there, okay, health insurance lena, mere paas hai, right? Don't think about it like this, because you don't know what is the amount, right? What if a good cover is 20 lakh rupees and your company cover is 3 lakh rupees or 4 lakh rupees? What about that? What if that goes away? And it is going away in many companies. What about, what about future? What if you get retired and then you need health insurance? It won't be there, right? What about that? What if it is not customized to your needs? You need something else, but that policy is a little different. So, because you have not claimed anything for years, you have that policy, you feel it is still there, right? So just make sure you take a very good policy with your own money. You should have your own control on your health insurance. It's a very important product and a very big addition in your financial life, and it's a very long-term product. Don't just take it very, very lightly. So the final points now. The first point is that take health insurance when you don't need it at all. You are in your best health and you will easily get it. The premiums will also be on the lower side. Health insurance is wealth protection. It is not going to protect your health. Obviously, you have to protect your health. The only thing it will do is it will protect your wealth. It will make sure that the big hospital cost is not going out of your pocket. It is going out of insurer's pocket. And finally, don't see it as a return of, don't see ROI out of it every year. Okay, you keep on paying it, and then there can be one day when you may need it, and it will help you that time. So remember, health insurance ROI comes when all the premiums get wasted. If all the premiums are wasted, which means you are healthy, fine and fit all your life and you don't have to use it. So yeah, that is all I wanted to say. And if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel, put your comments below, and if you loved it, please spread the word, send this video to all your colleagues and friends so that they can watch and take benefit out of it. So with that, I will finish this video and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.